the channel, and tonight I am talking about the Bad Cat. What is this? Bad Cat Cougar 5-watt combo amp. My friend Tyler, I was tracking drums today. Well, I wasn't playing drums. I was over in Tyler's studio, which is awesome, and I was tracking drums. And I've got two things to show you tonight. This is the Red Spirit guitar, and I'm just going to play this a little bit and maybe talk about this my initial feelings on this Bad Cat. Now, well, let's just listen to it. We don't want to get too bored. Leave your comments here. I will do. This is a live stream, so you can chat with me here. This is the amp that I'm playing. I have it stuck in my closet. I put a 57 on it. No big deal. And let's see. Oh, okay. No, I want to do. Let's see. I want to make it like this. No, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to stop screen sharing. There we go. Now I've got it cranked up. I've got it on 10 and 9, so it's like. This drop down to D, so and I'm gonna tell you, like, my first impression. I've got the amp. I'm in headphones now, so I'm back into this. I had the amp sitting here in my office. I just plugged it in, cranked it up, pretty loud. I was kind of impressed because I'm not used to. I don't know that I've ever really played. I know I've never had a 5-watt tube amp. I've never played, maybe I played through some, but I was impressed by this because I just picked it up, I plugged it in, and then I was like, it just sounded so crunchy and so good. And I realized a few things about why it sounded like that. Why I was feeling that way is because back in college in Herman's Dew, I had a PV Classic 50, so 50-watt tube amp. In order to get it to be crunchy, you had to crank it up to, really crank it up. You had to crank it up really loud. So this one, you don't have to crank it up too hard at all. You don't have to crank it up at all, hardly. Yeah, you turn it all the way up, but it's only 5 watts, so it's not like super loud. Now my son was in here like holding his ears, like turn it down. So yeah, he thinks it's loud, but it's not. No, it's not like crank loud, like blow your face off. Like a PV Classic 50, if you turn it up to 5 or 7 or 8. It's so loud you can't stand next to it. I mean, it's loud. Okay. Well, maybe you can if you want to destroy your ears. But we would crank it up, put it on stage, maybe point it towards the back. But you could never really turn it. Like I could turn it on 3 or 4, right? So this amp I can turn all the way up to 10, and then I can just play it through. And I'm going to talk about this guitar a little bit. So now I'm not saying this is a worship tone. I don't have my worship pedal. I don't have my pedal board. Worship pedals. I don't have my worship pedals here with you folks. I don't have that. I don't have any of that. I just have the straight into the amp. But it's so it sounds really it's got that feeling. It's got this amazing sort of crunchy, just live tube amp feeling. It's a tube amp, A lot of guys are using these foot pedals that don't have any amps and all these things, and I get that, and it sounds good. But can you feel it? Can you really feel it? I don't think so. I think if you want to really play, you got to have a real tube amp. So I'm going to tune this up. So, and then this guitar, this was the first guitar I ever had. This is a $200 Oscar Schmidt Spirit. This was the first guitar I ever got. Thanks, Mom. She got it for me for Christmas. Thank you, Mama. I was like 7th grade, maybe 8th grade. I can't really remember. I was probably in 7th grade. So a couple weeks ago, I got this guitar back from the Blues Man, and the Blues Man gave me this guitar back. He totally redid this guitar, okay? He totally redid this, and he made it awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can put this. Can I put this down in the bottom? Yeah, no. It just wants to make this. It just wants to make this the main one. It's okay. Maybe I can make this the main one. I don't know how to do that, so I'm gonna leave that amp off. So this guitar was. I don't really know what the blues man did. Maybe he wound new pickups, or maybe he found these pickups that he wound before. Maybe John can tell me that. But he refretted this guitar, did a whole setup on it, put new pickups in it. It used to have black, so he made it this way. I think it's really cool, and it sounds this humbucker sounds really good. And if you roll down the volume, maybe you clean it up a little bit. Let's listen to we'll listen to the this is what I did. I went over to John's shop. I get so overwhelmed I can't even remember what I'm talking about. That sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty woody. I like that. And there's something about this guitar that's weird. The fret, like when you pull down on the bottom here, it frets out, like comes off the fret. That's kind of weird. I don't know if that was from the new fret job. It probably wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask John about that. So you can really, whoa. My son just comes in, he starts, okay, all right. You know I'm on live stream, but you got your pants on, right? Okay. The last time he came into my live stream without his pants on. All right, you gonna play something? So, we got a violin. What are you gonna do with it? Show it to me. You wanna show it to me? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. There you go. I mean, are you going to practice like right now in front of the whole world? Okay. He came in. I didn't have, I'm installing in my new studio now. Well, there we go. That's nice. I like that. Boy, I like that.
I'm going to interrupt you every time.
Okay. I'm installing in my new studio a flashing light outside the room here. Just in case, so he will see when I'm on live stream. It'll go beep, 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 right? So he's doing a violin, I'm doing a guitar. You know they make electric violins too. So that's back on the bridge. Oh, he opened up wow. You got to close that, bud. That's loud. Hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. You can leave. You got to leave now, son. I'm on live. Okay. And did you just turn my amp down?
I don't know.
All right. I'm kicking him out. Now I have to go. I'm going to go adjust the amp back, okay? Go. All right, so, that's how it is. My son keeps interrupting, but that's good. I love him, so he can interrupt me. But he came in here and turned my amp down. It gets me crazy when he turns my amp down. All right, so he's in there practicing his violin. All right, let's listen back. Now that I'm back, I thought he turned the speaker down. Let's listen back to the sound of the bridge. That's dirty. That's nasty. So I do like the way that this amp responds. It feels nice. It's, I'm not, don't judge this in terms of like, oh, I'm going to play this on Sunday morning. I might play this on Sunday morning, I might pull it up here. Now I can't even remember the riff I was showing. We're doing great things. I don't think. Oh, I got a capo. Yeah, we're doing great things. Last week I think we were doing it in F. Maybe it was right here. This is totally relevant. So whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to play these riffs. I keep changing keys, but we got the neck. I did add just a little bit of reverb on my console, but let's clean it up on it. Go back down here. So this is the bad cat from my friend. So this is what it looks like. This is the bad cat from the friend here. That's what the bad cat is. Okay, so for those of you sticking in, just watching me play around with this, I will tell you why I think this would be great for that noise. That's my guitar. The amp is pretty clean. I'll put my pedals on it in a couple days, and I'll see what I think. What I think about this amp, okay, so if you're in a church setting, you can't have a really, really loud amp anyway. You can't have a massively loud amp. So I like this one because you could crank it up and put it in a closet, just like I did. And you could get really good tube sound. Now, I that's just really dirty, nasty guitar tone. But in terms of... I'd be interested to hear this through my Strat. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. What I'm saying is, I would say if you have like a 5-watt tube amp. Hey, Caleb, what's up, man? If you have a 5-watt tube amp, you could crank the whole thing up and throw it in a closet, and it's not going to like shake the nursery. I'm worried about some of our amps if we turn them up in the like the room over, like 2 rooms over from our sanctuary, on the other side of the wall is like where the babies are. So we can't put a 100-watt tube amp in there and crank it up. It would be so loud. So you can... Yeah, wait, Caleb. Sap the odd. Do you know Caleb? Caleb Bales and the pickups on this guitar are not quite... It's just spanky. It's pretty spanky. You're not gonna play like that at church. They don't throw you right out of church if you play like that. What is you? I do play like that at church. You know what? They don't notice. Sometimes I'd throw a riff in. Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, they can do that. So I think I'm gonna like this amp a lot. I mean, well, let me restate that. I actually had like this moment of pure guitar happiness when I heard this amp in this room for the first time, just cranked up. And it's not just this amp. I'm not saying this amp's like the most amazing thing ever. It sounds good. It's just that being able to listen to a real tube amp, just I don't get to do that much, and this guitar is very sentimental to me. And these bonk, these pickups sound really harmonic to me. You know, they have like a really. It has a good, rich, pick-up-y sound. See how harmonic that is? Just kind of like wow. It's like crunchy. What I have noticed about this guitar, John didn't redo the tuners on it, so I need to get new tuners. It has a nice little. Give it a little more crazy reverb. Now see, it falls off the fret there. I gotta take this to John and find out why I'm falling off the fret. Just a barely little bit of thing and I fall off the fret. When I got this guitar, I went. Let's dry it up. There, it's all dry. Yeah, so it's dried up there, but I like how it has that look. It's got that. It sounds even better in person, like when you're sitting on top of the amp. See that? Look. It just has pretty. It's just very responsive, like an amp should be. Let's go here. Here we go, neck. But see, it goes way down on the neck. It goes. It's kind of spanky. I'm going to need some reverb and some, for that part, I'm going to need some reverb and maybe, I got to get my pedals on. Get some compression on there. So who do you guys think has the best electric guitar tone in worship? I know who I did. I was listening to his records the other day while I was working on our sound system. And it's Lincoln Brewster. But I don't know that he uses real amps. Maybe he does, but I think he mostly uses Line 6 and all this other stuff. That's kind of thin, but I think if I get this, is this that sounds pretty spanky too. Can that be a worship tone word? Spanky, kind of spanky? So it's pretty open. Hear all the pick attack? He's coming on the clouds. Kings and kingdoms will bow down. Fighting our battle, every knee will bow. Our God is was slain, the sins of the world, his blood breaks the chain. I gotta tune this. Yeah, so I like this amp. I'm going to do it for youth group. That's the cool thing about playing in youth group. Nobody's be judging you in youth group. You can just turn up your amp, and that's what we do in our youth group. We just turn up our amp, and we just like go crazy. And so it's pretty much awesome. We can just turn up our amps and go crazy. This will be a good one to do that with. All right, so I should probably end this live stream because I'm just goofing around. If you have any questions about amps and stuff, I'm not really like really high into amps, but I've used some common sense. You know, does it sound good? How you can mic it? What you would use it for worship? I mean, we don't. We do have an amp, like I said, Blues Junior, I think is what it is, a Blues Junior, and I think is at a 15 watt. So, but it's still pretty loud. And to get this one I like because it's 5 and it can just get up there. It's gonna annoy me. There it is. Well, it's nice to have that. I got a giant pedal board. I will plug it into it, and then it'll just be different. But I think I can get a really good, clean sound. I mean, I'm really driving this amp right now. It's like on 10. The whole thing's on 10. It's like 10, 10, 2. So it's like the volume's on 10, the master's on 10, and the tone's on like 2. And it sounds pretty driven. So that's all I have for tonight. I think I'll do more. If you want to do more on this, I will. I'll probably get my pedal board out because we're going to be doing, I'm doing a little rock riff for our worship leader is doing a podcast. So we're doing a rock riff. So I was going to drop down to D. I think that's kind of it. But I like this rock riff. Stuck around here, I'll show you the riff from back in the day. One of my first Christian bands ever. It was called Driven. Sean Blevins in it. Sean, are you watching? Watch this. All right, so that's the riff there. So. Not quite heavy enough for that, but it's like can't really get a pinch harmonic on this one. All right, so but that's not, you're not going to play that during worship. That was just for fun. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Hey, make sure if you like the video, just subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, do all that stuff. You know what? That would help. All you got to do is like it, make a comment. You can even be like, dude, that riff was awesome. Just put a comment down there. It does help the YouTube algorithm. So do that, and I will see you on the next video.